it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going diving with my buddy Luke again, and we're targeting Omilu. Now don't worry, the spot that I'm going to has tons of Omilu and they're really curious. So and I'm only gonna pick up a couple because my friend Luke, he actually said that he accidentally killed an Omilu while fishing because it swallowed the hook. So he kept it and he made poke out of it, and it was good. So I'm gonna try and shoot a couple Omilu and make some poke out of it and try for myself. So yeah, we're just gonna head out right now. I'm gonna pack up the car and I'm gonna go grab Luke, and then we're gonna head out to my spot. And I'll take a couple clips just to show you guys how much Omilu there really is at this spot. I just usually don't shoot them. I kind of just film them because I like to let them cruise. But we're just gonna shoot a couple papillo and then make poke and see how it is. So I'll see you guys in the water. Alright guys, so as you could see from the last clip, there's a ton of Omilu at this spot. That was just a small school of them. We saw a bunch more. Here I took a drop on Luke's spear because he got it stuck after he missed something. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a uhu. But yeah, so I just decided to wait there because I saw a whole bunch of fish swimming around. And I thought maybe I could bring something in. So I started dusting, grunting. Grunting's really great for Omilu, as you can see. One comes in right there. I didn't shoot him immediately because I wanted to see if a bigger one would come in before I shot it. So I was just waiting. And then they started coming back around. I kept trying to get an angle on him, but he kept darting around, kept getting spooked by something, and couldn't get a shot until a little bit later. Alright, so finally the papillos come back around at a good range, so I just line up and take my shot. On this drop, I was seeing a school of toal, big toal, coming in and out of this rock. So I was just going to drop down and try and pick a couple up just to clean the reef a little bit. So I go down, try and lower my body behind this rock so that the toals couldn't really see me. I was just aiming down. You can see them kind of circling in and out of that little hole behind the 9i. But yeah, as I'm aiming for these toal, I start looking around. And one of the times that I look around, you'll see here in a second, this good size Omilu comes cruising in right in front of my gun, and I didn't even have to really aim for it. I kind of just swam right in, right there. Just swims right in front of my gun, and I just pulled the trigger. So you can tell they're super curious at this spot. I just usually don't shoot them. They always come in at least once or twice before they kind of dig out. Solid Omilu, solid couple Omilus. Perfect for what I was trying to do with the poke, and yeah, that's all I really needed in terms of papillo. So I started going for other fish, and I busted out the 3-prong because Luke and his family, they really like Minpachi, so I was trying to grab a couple for them, and you'll see here in a second. So here's the haul. Got the 2 papillo, and then all the Minpachi that I shot. And there was a big toal in one of the Minpachi holes that I shot as well. Yep, 2 solid Omilu, perfect size for what I'm trying to do with the spicy poke. But yeah, nice Minpachis too. Had that one big one right there. That was a good size Minpachi. And then got this kumu. So my GoPro had died shortly after I shot the Omilu, so that's why I started 3-pronging. And yeah, it's a fat kumu, and he went into one of my Minpachi holes, and I was just looking for him. He comes out the hole, goes back in, and he kind of just sits there and he stares at me, and I got him with a 6-foot graphite, so pretty stoked about that. Definitely my biggest with the 3-prong. Alright guys, we're back from the dive. Got some super nice fish here. Got the 2 Omilus. Good size. Figure out what we're gonna do with those guys later. And then I got the good size kumu. It's like probably around 2 pounds. Nice and fat. And I got him with the 3-prong, but wish I got it on video. It's definitely my biggest kumu with the 3-prong for sure. And then while I was 3-pronging, got some Minpachis for Luke, and then got the big toa. It's the biggest toa I ever shot with the 3-prong too. Also didn't get it on video, unfortunately. But yeah, we got some nice fish here, and pug. Alright guys, so I got some of the papille fillets. I cut them like this to make them boneless. And we're just going to use one of the papille today, and then I'll probably cook the other one some other way. Especially if this doesn't turn out good, but we're going to try it anyway. So, yeah, so they're all boneless now, and I'm just going to cut them into cubes. And that's how we're going to make our poke. Alright guys, so I have the cubed Omilu here, and what we're gonna do is we're basically gonna make like regular shoyu poke, but then we're going to add in the spicy sauce to it, which is gonna make it go from shoyu poke to spicy poke, obviously. So for the shoyu poke to start, we just need soy sauce and sesame oil, and then this one other seasoning. I always forget the name, but I'll show you guys when I bring it over. Alright guys, we have our ingredients assembled. We got the sesame oil here, the soy sauce there, and then this is that one seasoning that I didn't know the name of. But yeah, this is that other thing that we're gonna add on to it. Alright, so first we're gonna show you. Now for these, I don't really do measurements for poke, but I usually just do it by eye. And now we're just gonna add a touch of this, just a little. Now we're just gonna take a spoon and we're gonna just gonna mix so that all of the cubes of fish are kind of coated with the ingredients. And then we're gonna make our spicy sauce to go with this. Alright guys, we're almost done. Now for our sauce, we're gonna put it in a separate bowl. And we got Japanese mayo and sriracha. So this one as well, I don't really measure, but yeah, it's kind of to taste. You're gonna wanna put a good amount of mayo, and then depending on how spicy you want it, sriracha, like that. And then just like the poke, you're gonna want to mix them together and it should come out to a nice orange color. Okay, I finished mixing and it looks kind of light here, but it's kind of a nice orange color. I might add a little bit more sriracha, but I did put more mayo and then I matched it with a little bit more sriracha so that I could get this color and also this amount because I don't think I made enough the first time. So yeah, it should kind of look like this, and now we're just gonna pour it onto the fish and then mix it up so that all the fish is coated with the spicy sauce. Alright guys, I made a little bit too much sauce, but that's fine. And there's our bowl of rice. Not sushi rice. Now, we're just gonna scoop it into our bowl. Now, normally at the end of this, I would add some green onions, but I thought we had some, but we don't. So, I'm not gonna have any green onion. But if you get the chance, if you have green onions, you should add it. Alright guys, now it's time for the moment of truth. How is Omilu spicy poke? Spicy Omilu poke? Omilu spicy poke? But, yeah, so I'm just gonna grab a piece. Actually, you know what? First piece, no rice. We're just gonna see how it tastes. Honestly, not bad at all. It's I mean, of course it has a sauce on it, but the meat itself is a little bit tough, a little bit firm. Not quite as soft as like nenue or anything like that, but it is good. It doesn't really have that much flavor to it. I mean, like fish flavor. But yeah, it's good. Maybe I went a little bit overboard on the sauce, but other than that, it's pretty solid. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. The Omilu Poke was actually pretty good, and I definitely would eat it again. It's not quite as good as Nenue Poke, but it is pretty good. And yeah, it was super awesome dive. For some reason, our zone got super dirty, so we had to go to this other spot that was a little bit farther down. But, you know, we still got the Omilu, still got what we wanted, and I still got to make my pokes. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's it for today's video. That's all I got, so I'm signing out, and I will see you in the next video. Shoots, everybody.